Hello, peoples of the internet. I'm Mo, and I am here today to talk about the books that I would like to read in February. I am not calling this my TBR because as soon as I call it my TBR, I will no longer want to read any of these books. So, these are the books that I'm currently feeling like reading. I'm not going to hold myself to this list. I will try to read some of these, certainly, but if I feel like in the middle of the month that I'd rather read something else, then that's what I'm gonna do. I have 10 books on the list. I may get to that many. I may get to more. I'm not sure. I have some time off this month, so hopefully I will get a lot of reading done. But we will see. So the first few books are ones that I have already started and would like to finish. The first of which is The Siberian by Stanislaw Lem. This is a collection of short stories. They're all comic science fiction. I'm really enjoying them so far, and hopefully we'll be finishing that book up this coming month. The next one is Radiance by Catherine Valenti. I started this book back in December, and then I got into a bit of a reading slump, didn't really feel like reading anything, and I stopped reading a bunch of books that I was reading at the time. So I am planning on picking this one back up now in February and hopefully finishing it. I am enjoying it so far, so yeah, hopefully I will be able to continue on with a bunch of those books that I sort of dropped in that time. Another one would be Robin Hood by Howard Pyle. I'm not quite halfway into this. I'm listening to it on audio, and I'm a little bit having to force myself through it at this point. The language is very florid, and it's fun, but because the language is so florid, it is very slow, and so I find that I have to sort of listen to it in small chunks instead of all at once. So hopefully I'll find some time a few different times to sit down and listen to that and get it finished up this month. The next one I have also started. I don't know if I will be finishing it this month. It is a nonfiction book, and it is The Book of Barely Imagined Beings by Caspar Henderson. This is sort of a bestiary, and so it's got chapters on all of these different animals, but they're actual animals that are real in our world, and he talks about them from a scientific, historic, whatever, different viewpoints. I'm finding it interesting so far, but it is fairly long, and I don't think it's going to be one that I want to sit down and just read straight through. So hopefully I'll get a little ways into that this month. I don't know if I will finish it or not, but yeah, just want to keep moving in that book. The next one, the rest of these I have not started. The next one is The Shadow of the Torturer by Jean Wolfe. This one I will be reading this month because I am doing it as a buddy read with Michael from Bitten by a Radioactive Book and Paul from A Common Touch of Fantasy. I've never read a Jean Wolfe book before, but I've heard a lot about him, and this is sort of one of the fantasy classic masterworks, whatever you want to call that category, and so I've been wanting to get to it, and hopefully I will really enjoy it. The rest of these are the less certain items on the list, the first of which is The Long Way to a Smaller Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. I picked this up when it was on sale a couple of months ago, and I've heard so many good things about it, and I need some more space opera in my life, so hopefully I will be getting to that one this month. The next one or two, we'll see, are the first two books in the Percy Jackson series. Again, I picked these up recently, have not read this series before. I know lots of people really enjoy it, and it's middle grade, so it should be fairly quick reads. So hopefully I will get through both of those books. After that, I have Our Mutual Friend by Charles Dickens. I have been wanting to read this book for a very long time. I really enjoy Dickens, but I haven't read a Dickens novel for quite a while, and I absolutely love the BBC adaptation of this book. And so I would really like to actually read the book and not just have my knowledge of it be from a movie. So yeah, hopefully I will be getting through that. It is fairly long, so we'll see how it goes. I have two more things on the list here. The next one is Railsea by China Miéville. Again, another author who I've been wanting to read and haven't got around to yet. I hopefully will be getting to this one this month. I'm pretty excited about it. So yeah, we'll see. And then lastly, I have The Ocean at the End of the Lane by Neil Gaiman. I have 2 Neil Gaiman books right now that I have not read yet. This is one, and the other one is Neverwhere, so I may end up picking up Neverwhere instead, but I would like to read one of those this coming month. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I've never done a sort of TBR, these are the books I want to read list for a month before, so yeah, we'll see how it works out for me, I guess. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books and what you thought of them, or if you would like to read any of them, or if you're also reading them this month down in the comments, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.